So, video time once again. People say they wish they could be like me, and more like me. I wouldn't wish being more like me on anyone. I wouldn't wish being like me they say if I was hotter, things would be better. If I was like Michael and and didn't let anything get in my ways of my goals or my happiness. If I was like Michael, not so negative, not so miserable all the time. If I was like Michael and didn't let others affect my my mind or my thoughts, or let everyone else rule my life. If not only what people said, but what they actually do actually affected my decision making on the kind of people that I let influence my life, giving me advice, everything else. If I was more like Michael and I didn't let people in so easily. If I was like Michael and I could see through the bullshit of the world, or even the bullshit others try to play on others, I wouldn't wish being more like me on anyone. I wouldn't wish being able to find a solution to any problem instead of giving up and saying it can't be fixed, or there can't be anything to help the situation. On anyone. Because no one listens to that. It can't be done. They don't know how to do it. Some days I wish I could be like everyone else. Shut off my feelings. Be dead inside. Not feel anything. But that's not me. I'm here no matter what. You can push me away. You can pull me back in. You can even pull yourself away. You can block me. You can unblock me. You can let me in. Then totally make me disappear. I just won't go away. Sure, there are times that I go away temporarily. There's times where I have to get my mind right. I lose my own focus. I have to get myself back. We all have to be the change we seek. You can wallow in self-pity You can wallow in pain and misery, be miserable all of your life, or you can find ways to not be that way. People say, oh, depression. I've got depression, I've got anxiety, I've got ADHD, I've got Asperger's, which is the actual renaming of autism. Just more severe name for autism. I have a lot of things wrong with me, mentally, physically. And people even say, oh, I wish I was like Michael, and that wouldn't stop me. Sometimes I wish I could make excuses instead of reasons for excuses on ways out and how things can't work because of what I have wrong with me. Instead of finding reasons to actually overcome these things myself. People say, well, it's hard dealing with PTSD without medication. Doesn't look like I'm on medication. I'm not on medication. I don't give a crap about medication. I don't medicate. I spend my time dealing with things and going through things my way. I have to figure out ways to get over and to get things back to normal. If I lose myself or my focus, or I lose my way, do I use an excuse? Do I say I can't or it can't be done because of this or that? People say, I wish I was more like Michael. Things would be so much better for me. No, they wouldn't. Because nothing in life has ever worked out the way I wanted it to. Because I'm this way. Because I'm quote unquote hot. And I have the body everybody wants. I'm the guy that every girl wants to fuck, or wants to love, or wants to be around. And I'm the guy that every guy wants to fight because all the females want to be around me, and all of this and all of that. I can't keep a relationship because everybody wants me, and everybody wants to freaking say that freaking everybody can have me, and the jealousy and the freaking really hating on my looks. But they love my looks just for them. But if another person looks at me, all bets are off. Fight! It's like, who gives a crap? How I think, how I freaking talk, how I handle myself in situations, how I'm always thinking reasoning and rationalizing and realizing things realistically instead of having anything else be They're people say they have this or that wrong with them. They have things that they can't control. Like a voice inside their head sometimes. I have a voice inside my head called reason. Voice of reason, right? There's a voice. There's also a thing called a conscience, which is if you're gonna do something wrong, or you're thinking about doing something wrong, and that voice comes out and tells you, you might not want to do this. That's your conscience telling you. That's still a voice. People say they have this nagging voice when they're in the back of their head. So, everybody hears voices. Right or wrong. But anyway, like I said, are you gonna find excuses in life? Or are you gonna find excuses as to why things can't go the way you want them to go? Or you don't know, so you just give up? Are you gonna be that kind of person? Or are you gonna be more like me? Like everyone says, wanna be like me. Wanna be like Mike. Well, you can't be like Mike. Can't be like me. Unless you let yourself be like me. But people can't stay the same to save their life. People can't find reasons as to why they can. They're always finding reasons or ways out, or how they can't do something, or that it won't work. There's no fix. There's no way out of this miserable state they find themselves in. Panic, fear, madness, all of that can be overcome. Fear, chaos, madness, all of these things, panic, mass hysteria pretty much, can be overcome. But you have to be reasonable. You have to listen to people like me. You have to let people like me in more than those who don't really care what someone like me has to say, number one. And number two, they're gonna be the ones you're around. And number two, you have to be open to being more like me. Have to listen. Open up a few books on how people deal with psychological problems, with all these mental and physical and everything types of problems and issues. Like I said before, talk to somebody and let it out. Do you want to be dead inside? Or do you want to live outside? Because if you're dead in here, and you're dead in here, guess what? The outside world is going to be dead to you. Because outside of you, you make sure that you kill off everything that matters to you. Love, true loyal person, true loyalty, anybody that's truly actually loyal to you, anybody that you care about, faithfulness, not being able to not cheat or not leave the one you love for someone else, not just pretty much living your life as you want to live it, not being able to settle down with your one and only, your true love. Whatever the case may be, you stop you from being a person like me. I've heard for a long time people say, if I was like Mike, or I was like Michael, guess what? Life would be so much better. He's got the looks, he's got the smarts, he's got the listening ear, he's got the rhyme and reason for everything. He's there to help. If you've got a need, look no further. Michael's all anybody needs. He's all anybody wants. Want fades. Need has got to be fed. Gotta feed the need. What everyone says can't do it. Don't know how. Just give up. One thing about it is you gotta give up the give up attitude. There's no more can't. There's no such thing as can't. There's no such thing as you having to just give up everything that means everything to you. Just because of everything that you can't control. Fear of the unknown will put an end to all that you know. Because all that you know will leave. And all that you're left with is I don't know, and not knowing. The future is what you make it. You want to live it with and for the one you love. You want to say, You want to say it? You want to do it? You want to prove it? Because in every part of my life, I say, but it gets to the point where I don't have to say, because I do. And then the doing turns into actually proving it. And those three things, first you say, then you do, then you prove. Every day. That's how you be more like me. You turn a wanter into a doer, into a prover. People say they wish they were more like me. Me, I say, I wish I was more like everyone else. I wish I could switch this off. I wish I wasn't here for everyone all the time. When they want or when they need. And then they go away. And then I don't hear from them. Then they come back when they need. And then they go away. They block, unblock, come back, talk, whatever. They're here for a month, 2 months. Then they change up again. I wish I could change like everyone else. I wish I could just switch it off. Just be like, whoosh! Nothing here. And then be like, whoosh! Hey, I'm back. How's it going? Did you miss me? It's like, really? It's like there's just blank. Nothing there. Hey, how's it going? I love you. I'm back. I missed you. It's like, hey. But I'm not one of those people. I'm one of those people that stays the same person all the time. I'm me. I'm consistent. I stay me. Nobody ever has left me because I've totally changed who I am, how I act, or changed and switched off my emotions and switched off how I deal with them. I deal with everyone the same. I act the same way from the day you meet me all the way to the day you totally get rid of me. Because that's what happens. No one sticks around. No one means what they say and does what they mean and proves it. So, will anybody ever truly want to be like Mike? Is there even a person out there left that is like me? And who will love me and care for me and care about me and be all into me because of the actual person I am in here, and I know I am up here. Because, sure, it's good to be me, but it's also the worst curse I have ever had. It can be considered a blessing, but it's more a curse than anything else I know. I would love to just not be me anymore. Sometimes I wish for death. Sometimes I say, hey, if I was dead, I wouldn't be me anymore. I wouldn't have to deal with all the things that I've got to deal with because of me being me. But you know what? That's not how that's supposed to go. You embrace who you are. You embrace yourself. All the good, all the bad. Sure, I have a temper when bullshit hits me. Because it's like drama and bullshit and all that change and switcheroo, flip-flop like a fish out of water. You're gonna be one way one day, then wait a week. That'll change. Everything you say doesn't match what you do. And what you prove matches exactly what you say and not what you do. Or it may be you say one thing and then totally change it and, oh, it's not that way anymore. It's not me. And yeah, I lose my temper. And yeah, I get hit with all of that. Guess what? I'm not happy. And it shows. You know what? No one is happy if they get somebody changes who they are on them. That's just it. But the thing is, so I try my best to be who I am. Even when I'm mad. I still say the same things when I'm mad as when I'm freaking calm. I don't like repeating myself. If I have to repeat myself, yeah, it pisses me off. And yeah, I get freaking irate about it. And I freaking yell about it. But listen to me when I speak. It wouldn't be that way. Listen to me when I say it calmly. Because do I start? It's like my mom and my uncle and my aunt. Everybody always used to ask me. My uncle was the meekest, mildest, calmest, kindest man on earth. He used to ask me, well, Michael, when your mom asks you to do something the first time, is she yelling? So to everybody that knows me, when I say it the first time, when I say how I feel the first time, am I yelling? Or is it calmly telling you, asking you something? Because I've gotten people that have said, always fighting, always yelling. Not always. Because the first time I ask a question, I don't yell about it. The first time, I tell you how I feel. Maybe I feel like my heart's breaking. Maybe I feel like I can't go on with life. Am I yelling? I feel like I have no one. All of that. Can't trust a single person in my life. Maybe I need to go find somebody new that I can trust with my life. That I can actually be around and talk to. At least one person. Because the same old ain't working. So, you want to be a little more like me. 1, you gotta listen. 2, you gotta be focused on what you truly actually really want in life. And let nothing get in the way of that. If you want to settle down with somebody, settle down with them. You want to let them in? Let them in. Trust them. Trust them with your life. Talk to them. Don't ignore them. But when they listen to you, you gotta listen back. You gotta hear them out. Gotta hear their side. You gotta be willing to actually find a fix to a problem or an issue together with that person instead of it just being on one person. Because together works better than apart. Because apart, you can't fix anything. You can't find a way or a solution or anything out of any problem without being able to talk about it or being able to be open to any kind of, yeah, this is what we see the problem is, and this